Hey everyone, I can see people coming in now. We're just going to give everyone a couple minutes before kicking things off. Oh, there's a lot of people coming in today. Oh, I'm just going to record. Cool, we're recording. Perfect. We're just going to give people a couple minutes before we start kicking things off. We'll probably start things at around 2-3 minutes past. So just give it a couple more minutes. What we need is elevator music. Nice, quite a few people. While we wait for people to tune in, can everyone just comment where you're from, which city you're from, which property you're from? Either comment or use the Q&A section. Yeah. There should be 3 options down the bottom for you: chat, raise hands, or Q&A. Nice. Darwin, Australia. What are the cities we got? Switch Hotel Solutions. Hey Chris, how's it going? Moama in New South Wales. Waiheke, New Zealand. Where we got? Awakuni, Mackay, East Coast Tasmania. Nice. Queensland, nice. Perth, nice work. What else we got? Oh, nice. Auckland. Oh, nice. Urban groups here as well. Perfect. Well, we've got a full house. Let's quick question now, just while we get here. What's our are you an existing customer or not an existing customer? I'm curious. What's that sort of makeup? There seems to be a delay. Yeah, just comment in the box on the Q&A if you're an existing customer. Nice. New customer, nice. Oh, welcome. Well, this is exciting. Well, I recognize quite a few of the names on there as well, so I think there are quite a few existing customers in here. Perfect. So we've actually all been super duper excited about this new feature. It's just been so much work, and Kev, who you'll meet at the end, has been putting a lot of effort, but this is probably one of the biggest features we will launch this year, and it's the end of the year. So we've been super excited for it. The other thing that I did not mention in any of the slides, and as I was going through doing a little practice, is the cost of this product, and it's free. If you're an existing customer and you've been with us for more than 2 months, then you generally should get this product for free, and hopefully it'll be in your Preno instance shortly. So yeah, so that's probably the other big question. So this is not a sales pitch by any means. This is a new announcement of a feature that you can go and play with, which is great. And we call it auto payments. So there's two parts to this. There is auto payments, which allows you to set rules to take 100% payments based on sort of check-in, check-out dates, or the creative date of a booking. And you can customize that in the same way you customize your automatic emails. So there's a way for you to create auto payments that take the whole payment. And we also are launching auto deposits, which again allows you to charge a percentage of the booking. So for example, 50% of the booking fee, a day before check-in, or whatever you have. And what I'll also show you at the end of this is I'll show you how it works with Xero. But that's what we're talking about today. And I'm going to give you a live demo of it. And then we'll do a Q&A section at the end. So you've already started using the Q&A section. So as we're going through this, if you've got any question, start jotting them in there. And then at the end, we can answer them all. So the first big thing is why use auto payments? And when we were thinking about why we wanted to build this product, there's kind of four problems we wanted to solve. The first and foremost, the biggest one is we wanted to just take something off your plate, save you time and stop you doing repetitive tasks of charging cards. We thought, let's just stick that on autopilot, create a schedule, you can do that. And then that's just one less thing that you have to worry about. And the other benefit of this is that because it's all automated, you don't find out the card is declined on the day they've checked out. If you set up a rule to charge them on the day of check-in, then you know exactly that that card has been paid in full. So that's probably the biggest one. I know a lot of our customers spend a lot of time chasing cards or charging cards. And so you can set this up so it's all run on autopilot and you never have to worry about a thing. The second big benefit of that is it improves guest experience. So the check-in and check-out process is probably the most memorable part of any guest stay. And it shouldn't be focused on just the transaction, on just swiping the card. Your check-in process, when someone comes and arrives, you shouldn't be obsessed with grabbing the card and just swiping it and leaving them on their merry way. What you should be doing in the check-in is focus on how do I create a unique, great experience for this guest? How can I tell them about the area? And that's the benefit, I guess, of someone going to a hotel like you. The other benefit is if you take away, the charging from the transaction, then people don't have to wait in the line during checkout. So I personally have been at hotels where I'm wanting to check out, I want to go, but for some reason I have to go up to the desk and swipe my card. And it creates a lot of stress, especially when someone is having to race to the airport. And so, again, this goes back to the guest experience. If your two most memorable parts, the 2 points, the check-in and check-out part, are just smooth and all about the guest experience, they're going to love your hotel and they're going to be more likely to give you a good review. And so this, I think, is probably one of the biggest reasons why we built this product and one of the biggest improvements it will make to the customer experience. The next one is, we've had so many of our customers ask about how they can speed up payout times, especially with Stripe and all the other companies. And when we were looking at the data, when we were looking at when most of our customers were actually charging cards, most of them were charging on checkout. So when someone comes to check out, they would then charge the card, and then from there, sometimes it can be up to 3 days before it's cleared in their bank account. Simply by setting up a rule to take full payment of the stay at the day of check-in, you know that Expedia, Booking.com tend to validate those VCCs on the day of check-in. Some places, sometimes you know that it's actually the day after check-in that those credit cards are validated. And so depending on your particular circumstances, setting up a rule to charge a credit card, those virtual credit cards, as soon as they're chargeable, makes a huge difference. Because if say someone's staying with you for 3 days and you charge on check-in, boom, you're getting that money before they leave the door, which is great. So that right there is probably the quickest thing you can do to improve or increase the time it takes for you to get paid. So that's and then I guess the final benefit of auto payments is it just avoids mistakes. If it's all happening automatically, boom, you don't have to worry about it. Your staff don't have to worry about it. Your team don't have to worry about it. We will alert you if anything goes wrong. With this autopilot feature, if anything goes wrong, if a card declines or anything, we will send you a message, and then boom, you can focus your time on chasing that particular guest or that particular card, or having a conversation with that person whilst they're actually in the hotel, not chasing them days later. If you have cards on file and you charge them straight away as soon as you're able to, boom, if that card declines, you can chase them whilst they're staying at your property and not try and email them afterwards to collect payment. So those, I guess, in a nutshell, are basically the main reasons why we built this product and why we think you should be using this now. Any questions on that before we jump into a live demo? Cool. It will be, you'll get a notification within inside Preno. So Chris has just asked, is the notification of a card failure message inside Preno, or does it get emails to the property? You will get a notification inside Preno. So let me just show you, first of all, I'll show you from the customer's perspective what it's like, and then I'll show you how you can actually customize the rules. So everyone knows, if you're an existing customer, you know this process. Someone's gone to your website, they're about to make a booking. So I'm just going to make a quick booking. So I'm zooming in. There we go. Let's just make one night, $120. And then go through. Let me just do this. One quick note: if you're not charging people, having a one-click upsell option for late checkout, and you give most people late checkout anyways, it's a good way to collect an extra $20. That's a great little tip. I personally would totally pay an extra $20 if I knew I had my flights at 1. If I can hang around the place a little bit longer and pay $20 to guarantee that, then yeah, I'd totally do that. So let me just do. Okay, so everyone here should know this experience. Go through, create a booking, boom. And so what happens from here? And just keep in mind that in these rules, you can set it up. So I've showed you a direct booking, but you can set it up. And if you know that Booking.com makes the virtual credit card available from the day of check-in, you can set up a rule specifically for Booking.com. With your direct bookings, you might want to take payment straight away, or you might want to take a deposit straight away, and then the rest of the payment before check-in. And so we've made this quite powerful in terms of making sure that you know the OTAs that you're using and you know when you can charge those cards. So setting up individual rules for those OTAs basically helps you get paid faster. And so what happens is, if we jump into here, this is an example of the booking. Basically, it's come in, and you can see here that our scheduled payments have come through. The first one is the deposit as soon as the booking was made, and then you can see that the next payment is scheduled for $120. And so that's what it basically happens. It's hands-free. You don't have to do anything. The other great thing about this, if you know a lot about Xero, is the deposit is an actual deposit. So what I mean by that is, oh, I should have logged in beforehand. I thought I did. Let's just see if this is going to take me directly to it. There. Basically, what I mean by that is if I clicked on this and I was logged in, it would not have, GST would not be applied to this invoice. And that's crucial because if this person cancelled, then we don't end up in certain tax situations. And so legally, you're meant to have, on deposits, you're not meant to have GST included. But then once this gets turned into a total payment, that GST does get added. So that's basically it. Once you've set up the rules, boom, it's all autopilot. Any questions? Can charges be to, sorry, I don't quite understand the question. Can you rewrite that? Okay, sorry. And then the final thing, just to show you real quickly, how do you set up our auto payments? Really simple, really easy. So if you go over into your settings tab, and then you'll see this little new feature says auto payments, you click on that. And then there's two ways to do it. One, you can create your own rule from scratch, or you can use one of our handy templates. And so what you can do is you basically click on this and use any one of the templates that we've created here. And I mean, using some of the templates is quite easy because then you can get started within 2 minutes and start automating your payments straight away. But just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to just quickly show you how you create your own rule. So it's very similar to auto email. So let's say we know that I don't have, let me just go to this instance, sorry. So it's a little bit more real. Create booking. So if I know that booking.com, I can charge the day, I can charge 1 day, let's say after chicken. Let's say I'm not sure when I can charge, but I know that the virtual credit cards become available a day after chicken. You can set it up in a rule where 1 day after chicken, take 100% payment, and boom, you save that rule, and then yeah, your payments are automated. And I mean, it really is that simple. It's really that easy. So let me just see. Would you like to see the automatic templates? Of course. So let me just go back to here. Templates. And then here we go. 100% all sources before. Use this rule. And there you go. It's already created for you. So you basically have to select the template and then give it a name. We've suggested a name there just to make it simple. And then just click save. And boom. That's it. And now we've created a rule automatically that charges 100% 1 day before chicken. If, for example, you just wanted to do that, what I would suggest, just real quickly, is I would suggest it being 1 day after or on chicken, because I know most virtual credit cards, they don't get activated until the day of chicken. So what I would do is I would just select that template and just change it to either on chicken date or 1 day after chicken date. That'll mean that you don't end up with failed declined credit cards because booking.com hasn't opened them up yet. Yes, so so that's a great question, Kay. So can you charge on things like the minibar? And yes, so 100%. So the two payments that I suggest you create is one, 100% on day of chicken, or day after chicken. And then I suggest you do 100% on day of checkout. So what that will do, so let's say I'm just creating these two rules here. So this first rule will take the payment for the booking, and then this final payment here will basically take payment for whatever is left outstanding. So let's say someone comes and they book 3 nights with you for $500. Boom, you've charged $500 exactly then. And then let's say there's a couple of incidentals, let's say they do minibar and a couple other things, which is $120. This will make sure that you capture all of those payments. And then, yeah. Can you apply it to specific rooms? So, Kev, can you answer that?
Yeah, for sure. At the moment, not yet, but that is something that we will be looking at in the future. So at the moment, the rules can only be applied on the booking source.
Hi, very informative presentation so far. I wonder, how do we know each OTAs takes payment from?
I can help with that as well, that question, if you don't mind me. I'm jumping in. So often with the different OTAs, they could have different policies on their VCC. In Preno, you usually get a book in your booking notes that lets you know when the virtual credit cards are actually ready for you to make the charges on. So and often you can also refer back to the OTA. Usually they will let you know from from a property specific what their policy is for your property as well. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I know that personally. I know that our customers in the UK tend to get it. Their credit cards tend to get validated a day later. I know New Zealand and Australia tend to be a little bit faster. But yeah, I would do what Kev said. Contact the OTAs. Can you do auto payments for invoicing? No, it's for charging credit cards. Any other questions? FA customer. So if a customer extends their stay with you, this is where the two rules would come in handy. So if they extend the stay, this would have captured the initial booking, and then if you extend the stay out and let's say you add 3 days at $100 a day, then this would capture that final payment. What a great questions. So what does a customer see when an order payment is taken? Kev, you can help with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, when an order payment is taken, it's no different to us manually. You manually putting through. So at the moment, yeah, there's no notifications for the guest perspective, but for the property, when it's succeeded, it'll just be on the booking. If it fails, then you'll get a notification in Preno.
Any other questions?
To add to that as well, like you could also, given that if you've got, if you do have set up your rules in terms of when you charge the cards, you could also set automated emails based on that schedule to send a receipt, because in the auto emails, there is also a receipt template as well, a receipt tag. So you could set it up so that the receipt gets automatically sent X time after that transaction's completed as well.
Actually, that's a really good point. So if you go, if you're setting up your auto payments and if you just go to your emails, you can simply create a template and use the same rule. So when a booking is on a day after check-in, and then use your receipt template. So if you use your receipt template, send it the day after, boom, that basically solves all that. And so boom, you're automatically charging the customer, and then again, you're automatically sending them off an invoice to let them know. and it's been charged. And then there you go. That's the whole thing, the whole process, as you sort of mentioned, Kate, on autopilot. Could this, so correct me if I'm wrong, Kev, will the receipt include the actual amount that they've been charged? So if it declines,
yes, yeah. So that is correct. So yeah, to answer that question, yes, that it is possible that they'll receive a receipt if the payment declines, but the receipt will show that the payment is not taken. So it will still show the amount outstanding. If that answers the question. So yeah, you might want to have a think about whether you'd like to automate that or not. But yeah, often we see that depending on properties, some properties generally don't get a high percentage of carts declining, and some definitely do. So you've got to, I guess, weigh it up on your property.
Someone else has asked, can we have if you want some help setting it up, no worries at all, just basically chat with us in the bubble. Our team will be able to help. If you want to know exactly where to go, Kev, am I correct in saying that they can do this right now?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Cool. So if you go to settings tab and you go to auto payments, and then it's there. The first time you come here, it will have the templates option, which makes it super easy for you. So in terms of the Visa MX fees get automatically added, it's the same as your current process when you're normally charging someone, only it's just automated. Cool. Any final questions? A lot of questions, thank you. No? Okay, cool. One last plug real quickly while I've got everyone here. We have a referral program. If anyone doesn't know about it, we basically, if you refer someone to us and they become a customer, we'll give you $250. So please, if you know anyone that could use something like this, please send them our way. And if someone pays by cash on the day, is there a way to stop auto payment? Great question. Let me just go to the booking. Can you pause auto payments? You can, eh?
Yes. So just to answer that question, you can actually interrupt the payments that has been scheduled as long as it hasn't been processed. So there is a processing schedule for. So obviously the immediate processing will be processed immediately. But if you set up rules for like on the check-in day or the checkout day, the check-in day will be processed approximately 10 in the morning, and then the checkout day will be processed approximately 8 a.m. in the morning before checkout. So if you want to interrupt that at any point when it's scheduled, you just click on view details. And like if you just click on that, you should be able to see remove scheduled payment, and that will just interrupt it, and it will stop that from processing before it starts.
So just a refresher, go to the booking that someone wants, that you want to cancel the scheduled payment. You scroll down to the section that says payments, and then you click on the scheduled payment, and you click view, and you go cancel or remove scheduled payments. It's the same process as your scheduled emails. You can cancel them as well. So in that same case, you might want to come down. If you've got an automatic payment set up, you cancel that one, and you go to the automatic email for the receipt, cancel that one as well. Are you able to take on? Yes, you can totally do that. Just make sure it's clear on your terms and conditions. So if your terms and conditions say that direct bookings, you take 100% payment straight away, you can set that up to do it. Jade asked, is that local time? I think that, assume that's New Zealand time.
No, it is local time, yeah.
What time zone is auto payments based on?
Yeah, so yeah, but basically it is local time that your property is set to. And at the moment, the times are not editable, but we will look at it in the future if there is demand. But we normally see that it is similar to auto emails as well, as that most of the times, for most cases, there's no need for it because it's done in the future, like ahead of time.
Cool. You're most welcome. Wow, I've just looked at the number of people we've got here. We've got a ton of people. Cool. Well, if you missed the beginning of it, we will be sending out the recording shortly, maybe in the next few hours, maybe tomorrow. But if you have any questions, go over to the chat bubble and just chat to us now. We're more than happy to help. And then otherwise, I would go in there and set up some order payments now. Cool. Any final parting words, Kev?
No, I'm just really excited to see more customers using this. You know, we've had this. We've been trialing with some of our early access customers, and they're just awesome seeing the different rules that they've set it up and just seeing how much time are they saving from using it. So I'm really excited to see, you know, more of our customers picking this up.
Yeah, super powerful tool. There's more to come. Okay, cool. Thanks, Tim.